Rain drizzled softly over the busy city streets. In the middle of the traffic jam sat a black luxury car, sleek, shiny, and silent. Inside, a man stared blankly out the window. He was Ahmed Khan, a powerful CEO. He had everything: wealth, fame, success. Yet he felt completely empty. His wife, Sarah, once the light of his life, had lost her smile years ago. She used to laugh at everything, her eyes full of joy. But ever since the tragic accident that took their little son away, she had changed. She no longer smiled, no longer spoke much. She just sat quietly by the window, lost in memories. Ahmed tried everything: doctors, therapists, vacations, but nothing brought her smile back. One evening, sitting in a small cafe, he looked at a photo of Sarah laughing from happier times. His eyes filled with tears. "If someone can make my wife smile again," he whispered, "I'll give them my mansion." He didn't realize someone had overheard him. A taxi driver named Ali Raza, sitting a few tables away. Ali was an ordinary man, simple clothes, tired eyes, but a kind face. He stood up, walked to Ahmed's table, and said softly, "Sir, if you'll allow me, I can try." Ahmed looked up in surprise. "You?" he said, half smiling. "Doctors couldn't do it. What can a taxi driver do?" Ali replied gently, "Maybe what she needs isn't medicine, but a little warmth. Sometimes wounds heal not through treatment, but through understanding." Ahmed was silent for a while, then said, "Fine, come tomorrow to my house. Let's see what you can do." The next morning, Ali arrived at the mansion, huge, elegant, but cold like a palace without laughter. He saw Sarah sitting quietly by the window, staring outside, lost in her world. Ali bowed respectfully. "Good morning, ma'am. I'm Ali, your new driver." Sarah just nodded. She didn't speak. The next day, Ali asked politely, "Ma'am, if you don't mind, can I take you somewhere today?" "Where?" she asked in a low voice. "To a place where you once smiled," he said. Ahmed, who was listening, frowned slightly. "And how do you know where that is?" Ali smiled. "Every face carries traces of its past, sir. I saw it in her eyes. She used to love life once." Ali drove her to a small park on the edge of the city, a place full of children laughing, mothers chatting, and life blooming. Sarah sat on a bench, silent, watching a little girl run after a butterfly. Ali quietly bought a balloon and handed it to her. "Keep it," he said. "Sometimes little things bring back big memories." Sarah looked at the balloon for a long time. And then, for the first time in years, her lips curved into a faint smile. Ahmed, who had followed them quietly from a distance, felt tears in his eyes. That one small smile, he had prayed for it for so long. In the days that followed, Ali came every morning. He took Sarah to simple places: a tea stall, an old market, a small children's hospital. He never tried to talk about her pain. He just showed her life again: laughter, music, kindness, color. Slowly, Sarah began to talk. One day, she said softly, "Ali, how did you know I needed this?" He smiled. "Because, ma'am, my mother lost her smile the same way when my little sister died. I couldn't bring it back then. Maybe helping you will help me too." Sarah's eyes filled with tears. "You're a good man, Ali," she said. "Not good, ma'am," he replied. "Just someone who believes every heart deserves a second chance." When they returned home that evening, Ahmed saw a glow on Sarah's face, something he hadn't seen in years. He walked up to her and said softly, "You look happy." Sarah smiled and whispered, "He reminded me how to live again." Ahmed looked at Ali with deep gratitude. Later that night, he called Ali into his office. "You did what I couldn't," he said. "You brought my wife back to life. Do you remember my promise? I said I'd give a mansion to anyone who could make her smile." Ali smiled humbly. "Yes, sir, but I don't want your mansion. I'm happy she smiles again. That's enough." Ahmed frowned. "Why? You could live comfortably for the rest of your life." Ali looked down and said, "Sir, I just want a prayer. My mother, she hasn't smiled in years. If she does one day, that will be my reward." Ahmed was speechless. He walked over, placed a hand on Ali's shoulder and said, Ali, you've taught me something money never could. Humanity. Ahmed insisted Ali accept something, but Ali refused gently. Sir, keep your mansion. Just promise me you'll never let her feel alone again. Ahmed nodded, eyes moist. I promise. From that day, Sarah's life changed. She started volunteering at a children's hospital, helping others smile again. Ahmed, inspired by Ali's kindness, started a charity called the Smile Foundation, a place where broken hearts could find hope again. Whenever Ahmed saw a stranger smiling, he would remember that rainy evening and whisper to himself, sometimes, it doesn't take a doctor, a fortune, or a mansion, just one kind soul, even a taxi driver, to bring a smile back to life.